Hello, guys. Mike Day, king of the suburb, mayor of the city, Atlanta. Happy New Year to you all. And I pray this year brings us abundance in health, wealth, grace, and glory of the Lord. In my last video, I talked about, as a new investor, what you should know and should do. Number one was get a real estate agent or broker that is going to work for your interest, not just their commission. Reason being, one, a real estate broker that's working for your interest is going to do an extensive analysis to make sure the ARV, which is the after repair value of the property you're buying, is at least 2-3 times above what you're trying to pay for it, which gives room for repairs and unforeseen repair circumstances. So at the end of the day, when you're finished repairing and you're about to sell the house, you have enough margin to make a profit, depending on what your margin is. You know, some investors have a margin of $30,000, which suits them. Some 50, some 60, some 70, some 80,000, some 100,000. So depending on what your margin is, you want to make sure your ARV allows that. So that means you have to buy the property at a point of which there's enough room to actualize that ARV. Secondly, that broker that has your interests at heart is not going to be concerned about their commission, because if the property does not fit the requirement, then the property is not being purchased. Would advise you against buying the property, even in circumstances where you feel you really want that property. Thirdly, this agent will also advise you and work with you in regards to what repairs are made, how much money you're spending on each repair, and what appliances or upgrade make sense. Because one thing you don't want to do is develop a property. You must always remember, develop a property enough within its neighborhood and its price point of the neighborhood to enable you to make a reasonable profit. A lot of investors make the mistake of overdeveloping a property, and then they have these phantom numbers in their head and they think the property should sell for that. The buyer does not care if you put a swimming pool on top of the roof and the neighborhood itself does not even support such. That means you've overdeveloped the property. So always keep it in mind. The basics, the fundamentals, what is good enough to sell and make your money. Other than that, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the rest of the week, and look forward to my next